Hey guys. Hey there. Hey guys. Hey. Welcome back to the Hangover series. I'm hungover. I'm hanging on by a thread. I'm just hanging. That is how I feel right now. My brain, my body, everything. I didn't release an episode last week because my life has been so insanely busy. I can't even keep up with myself, and I'm so exhausted. It is 6 p.m. and I genuinely think that I could go to bed right now and not wake up for 24 hours. No, my life has been so busy, and I don't think it's going to stop being busy until next Tuesday. So I've just been go for 2 weeks straight. This is my first day since last Tuesday, so like 7-8 days ago was the last time I had to just sit and relax. So yeah, I'm taking this night in. I am going to get a sweet treat later. I think I'm really craving one of those. I don't even know if I've ever had one of these, but one of those frozen ice cream Twix bars. How good does that sound? It sounds so good. I've been thinking about it all day long, and I hope that the gas station thing next to my house has one, because I feel like gas stations have those. Unless I'm making up this Twix sweet treat in my head, I think that they have them. I really hope. I'm going to be really sad. But yeah, welcome to the tea party, motherfuckers. I went to New York last week to see my familia, and it was really fun. It was my great aunt's 80th birthday party, and it was really amazing and really fun. I got eaten alive by bugs. I don't know if I haven't been around bugs in a long time, like mosquitoes, if I just haven't been outside, but the critters were attacking me, and I have so many bug bites, but they're finally going away now. And yeah, we were in like White Plains, New York for 2 days. I believe that's where we were. And then we went to the city and we got to see Wicked on Broadway, which was amazing. And we went to the Metropolitan Museum, and I got lost in the museum. I don't know about you guys, but museums are tricky, and apparently my mom, me, and my sister don't all like to see the same things. I don't know what was going on, but I'm pretty quick at museums. I am not one to read every single paragraph. I typically just look and I'm like, ooh, ah, you know. That's kind of what I'm doing in the museum, whereas my sister is really looking into detail, which I mean, like, I'm pretty sure that's what you're supposed to do, is really get into it. But my brain I just look at it and I'm like, that's interesting. Unless it really sparks my attention, but I'm not the best at museums. But my sister's more of like a reader, takes her sweet time, you know, could spend like 2 hours in one section, where I want to see every single section, so I'm trying to zoom through everything. And yeah, my attention just gets lost. It gets lost. I also have a small bladder, and I kept having to go to the bathroom, and there was really long lines for the bathrooms there, but that's another story. We were looking at these beautiful vases, and then we went to this area like that had paintings, and somehow I lost my mom during that, and then also lost my sister. And I'm like, where the fuck are you guys at? And my family's like, we're in the American wing. I'm like, okay, I should be able to find that. Sounds easy. And couldn't find them at all. I'm by the beautiful vases. They're like, I swear they didn't even walk to the vases, but whatever. I don't think they were trying to find me. I think I was just trying to find them. Then my sister found my mom. I couldn't find anyone. And then I found the guy that checked us in. I'm like, can you please help me find my family? And yeah, as a 23-year-old adult, I probably should have been able to figure out how to find my family, but I was not capable of doing that for some reason. And then he walked me to the area. He's like, you're just going to go through those doors and your family should be there. And I walked through the doors and somehow my family was on the top floor and I was downstairs. And they're like, you just stay put, girlfriend. We're going to come to you. So my family came downstairs and got me like I was a little lost child. They thought that I went up to the front desk and was like, can you help me find my family? I would never do that. I just happened to run into the guy that checked us in. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to see if he can help me. I didn't even see anything that said American Wing on it. Like, I was so freaking lost in that building, but it was beautiful. I 10 out of 10 recommend. They also sell wine there. If you're feeling like you need wine, they have that. They had seltzers. They had some yummy food. I think my family got like a pastry, but yeah, that place was pretty cool. And yeah, we went to Times Square at night. I really wanted to see it in the nighttime, in the action time, and holy fuck, there are some crazy critters there. And by critters, I mean people. There were so many people approaching us. Like, my sister and I were just walking we've seen it, but I just wanted to see it again. And yeah, I don't know. People were just coming at us left and right, like asking to take pictures. Like, I don't know. It was a lot going on. And yeah, after the Broadway show, they sold these delicious drinks at this Broadway show. It was like I don't even know what it was, but it was so good. And then I got a chili cheese hot dog after. A New York chili cheese hot dog with ketchup and mustard on it. When he said, do you want ketchup and mustard? I thought, sounds like it would be disgusting. But I told him he could do it anyways because I figured he's the one making the hot dog. He knows best. Probably wouldn't do that again, but it was enjoyable. And then I got back home from New York on Tuesday night and went right to bed. I don't even think I've unpacked my suitcase yet, but I'm pretty slow at unpacking suitcases, like, until I really need something from it. Like, I normally put my clothes in the washer and then slowly, like, I need my hairbrush. I need, slowly she starts to unpack herself. But I got home and then went right to bed, and then Wednesday came around and I really wanted to see It Ends With Us because I read the book and loved it, and it was really sad and touching. So I wanted to go see the movie, and I kind of wanted to just see this movie by myself. I read the book by myself and it really touched me in ways, and so I just wanted to see the movie by myself. So I did. That was my first time ever going to the movies by myself, and honestly, I would do it again. I was almost going to see Barbie by myself when that came out, but then I wanted to see it with my mom, and that was really special to see it with her. And yeah, I'm glad I saw that with my mom. I really wanted to see that, and we both wore pink, and seeing Barbie with your mom is just necessary. But yeah, I wanted to see It Ends With Us by myself because I knew that it was going to bring up different emotions, and I didn't want to have someone else's opinion after seeing that movie. Like, I knew how I was going to feel after seeing it, and I just wanted to be able to sit with my thoughts and sit with my feelings after watching that. And I just wanted to be able to sit with my own thoughts and feelings and not have anyone else's comments or opinions spoken to me after seeing that. I just wanted to see it by myself. So that's what I did. I had some wine and sat in the back row and watched it. I didn't know people talked that much before movies, though. Like, Chatterbox Central. So many people were talking in there, and I don't know. I mean, maybe it was because I was by myself, and I obviously didn't have anyone to talk to, but my lordy, people were chatting it up in there. And then, yeah, so that was on Wednesday. And then Thursday, I went on the date with the guy I think I was talking about in the previous episode. And we went to a wine bar, and he was actually, like, really cute, which from his Hinge, like, I could tell he was cute, but he didn't really have any close-up pictures, so I couldn't tell, like, how cute he was or, like, what his face structure really looked like. I couldn't really tell from Hinge, but he was super cute in person and really nice. And yeah, we each just had one glass of wine. He had an orange wine, never tried that, but he had an orange wine. And yeah, chatted it up. We haven't talked since, so I kind of assumed there's not going to be a second date. And yeah, I don't know. My friends were like, you should text him and say you had such a great time the other night. But, like, should I say that? I don't know. I'm like, I mean, I did have a good time, but I don't know. Our date only lasted, like, a little bit over an hour because he had work really early in the morning or something. I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm way too chill on these dates sometimes. Like, I am a super outgoing, hyper person most of the time. But sometimes I'm a little, like with boys especially, it takes me a while to warm up to them. Like, how comfortable can I be? So sometimes on these dates, I'm like way too chill. And he might have thought I hated him the whole time, honestly. I was trying to not give that vibe off, but I sometimes might give that vibe off. On accident, though. I'm not trying to make it seem like I hate you. You're a man, and I'm so skeptical of men that, I don't know. I'm just not the best at first dates. But that was on Thursday, and then Friday came around, and some of our friends for Omaha, I cannot speak. Some of our friends from Omaha were in town, and so that obviously means it's time to get crazy. So we went to dinner on Friday night, and it was really good. I don't know where we ate, but I got a pistachio ravioli, which is not something I would typically order because I like pistachios, but I don't love pistachios. Like, I like them, but I don't love them. Unless they're, like, the flavored ones, like the honey mustard. I don't know if that's a flavored pistachio, but they have flavored ones. Like, there's a spicy one that's in the red bag that they sell at Target, and I'm sure they sell it at every store, but those ones slap. But I haven't had those in so long. But those ones are delicious. But yeah, I would never order a pistachio ravioli, and it was phenomenal. I could have eaten probably 3 plates of it. It only came with like 6 little mini baby raviolis, but I could have eaten like so many of them. And then we went out to the bars after. I had a dirty martini. It was just vodka. I've never had a martini that vodka-y, but did what it needed to do. And I also had an espresso martini, and that was also phenomenal. Yeah, so we went to one bar, had like maybe a drink, maybe a shot there, and then we went to Celeste, which is, I don't know if I'm just like, is that a club? Is Celeste a club? Anyone that lives here, is that considered a club, or is that just a bar? Because I thought it was just a bar, but I swear people kept calling it a club. But maybe it is a club. But Celeste is basically this bar here that has 4 different floors, and each floor is like a different theme. So the 3rd floor, my friend was addicted to the 3rd floor. They had never been here before, and I swear we walked up and down those stairs that they have like 20 times each. We would be on like the 2nd floor for maybe 1 minute, and then we'd look over and our friend's like, 3rd floor! All of our text messages are like, 3rd floor, meet me on the 3rd floor. The 3rd floor was like the EDM floor, and they have like, I feel like they have a disco floor. I don't know what that kind of floor is called, but if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. And yeah, the night is honestly super blurry in my head, but we were vibing, and eventually some man came up to us and he's like, has anyone offered to buy you ladies drinks tonight? We're like, no one has offered us shit tonight, because people seriously were not offering to buy us drinks. Finally someone asked to buy us drinks, and I assume we got tequila shots because that is always what we be drinking. I'm not sure why one of my friends and I don't know if we thought everyone was going home. I'm not sure. But we ventured out of the club and went to this bar next door. And the guy at the front said, you know that we only play K-pop music in here, right? And I was like, yeah. He's like, do you know what K-pop music is? I'm like, yes, I know what that is. And he's like, and you still want to come in? Like, we only play K-pop music, ma'am. I'm like, okay, yeah, I do want to come in still. So we came in, and the server there did not like us. He's like, what can I get you guys to drink? We're like, we don't even have a menu. I don't know. We also were like pretty intoxicated, but then he kind of yelled at us and said we weren't allowed to just sit in there and we had to order. So we got sake bombs, but it wasn't even a sake bomb. He just gave me beer. I don't know, whatever. It was probably me, not him. And then our friend got kicked out of the bar, which apparently is really hard to do, and it's just hilarious that she got kicked out of the bar. So yeah, one of us got kicked out, and it's just funny. I don't think I've ever been kicked out of a bar before. We don't even really know why she got kicked out of the bar. Like, we're still trying to figure that out. Someone said that she maybe like accidentally shoved someone, but I just cannot foresee her shoving someone. I can't see that happening. So yeah, I don't know, but apparently one of our friends got kicked out of the bar, and then we all went home. And the next day on Saturday, we woke up, and my original plan was that I was going to go play and practice pickleball. I literally just bought like a cute pickleball outfit and a cute pickleball set to match the outfit, because I want to become a pro pickleballer. And so my plan was to go play pickleball all day and just be super athletic and chill and hot. But the universe had other plans for me because it was raining. So I'm like, shit, I guess I can't play pickleball. I guess my option is go to the birthday party and drink. So it was our friend's sister's birthday party, and they had, like, you paid a fee and then you got unlimited drinks. So we went and did that, and that was really fun. Some of the servers there were not vibing with us. We're like, can we get an Aperol Spritz? They're like, that's not part of the, like, you have to pay separately for that. I'm like, dang. Can I get an espresso martini? They're like, that's also not part of it. I'm like, dang. Can I get a tequila shot? They're like, that's also not part of it. I'm like, what can I have? So we had, like, tequila sodas and whatnot. But then some other girl part of this party, we're like, where'd you get the Aperol Spritz? And she's like, they just gave it to me. They just made it for me. So apparently the rules at this place were different for different guests in the party, but we weren't allowed basically free. We weren't allowed Aperol Spritz with the money we paid, but other people were. So maybe they just hated us. Maybe I was asking for a lot. Everything I wanted, they said no to, except for tequila sodas and vodka sodas. And that was not what I wanted, but whatever. It did what it needed to do, which was get me less hungover. But before we went to this birthday party, we had to venture over to my house so that I could grab my clothes and makeup and everything I needed to survive. And we're getting on the train to go to my house, and some man comes out of nowhere and he talks like this. Hello, darlings. How are you beautiful ladies doing today, you darlings? Basically talking like that. He called us darling like 100+ times. And asks what we're doing, how's our day, what did we do last night. I don't know. I mean, the vibes were interesting, but we were like about to leave. So we're just like, whatever. And he asked if we wanted alcohol, and we're like, oh, like, no, we're okay. And he opens up his backpack, and he has like 6 bottles of vodka in his backpack. And then he told my friend that she was beautiful and grabbed her head and kissed it. And yeah, we screamed and literally ran. And then he got off at the same stop as us, and we were actually sprinting because what in the fuck? Like, no. Cannot do that right now. Cannot do that today. I don't know how that man is not getting his ass beat. Like, there's no way he thinks he can just walk up to people and kiss their heads. You cannot just kiss strangers. I didn't think that was like knowledge people needed to be informed on. I feel like that's just common knowledge. Don't touch people that you don't know, sir. But yeah, I literally was like, someone is going to be this man because he's just touching people. But I don't know when the last time you guys went to Sonic was, but I think the last time I went to Sonic was in high school. We used to go there after like football games, I think. That was like the shit. And I swear that's the last time I had Sonic. And there's a Sonic by the train station, so we had Sonic for breakfast. And we all ordered popcorn chicken, except one of our friends saw that Footlong chili hot dog on the menu and said, I need that. And we got her that. We got her the Footlong chili cheese dog. Please let that sink in your brain. Footlong, 12 inches, chili cheese dog. Footlong, 12 inches, chili cheese. Yup, that. Footlong, 12 inches chili cheese dog. If you didn't hear it the first time, there you go. Footlong chili cheese dog, 12 inches. We barely could order it. We were like crying, laughing, ordering that because the guy working there was also laughing because I doubt anyone ever ordered. I mean, people must order that because it's on the menu, but I don't think he was expecting us to order that. And she devoured that. And I guess that was our breakfast. I've never had that for breakfast, but they actually do have like breakfast items too, like breakfast burritos and whatnot. But we had that before our very eventful day of drinking more. And after the little birthday party sesh, we went and got more food and more drinks. And then we went to like a pregame, and then we went to like another pregame. And at this point I should have just gone home because I was so exhausted, but I get FOMO and I didn't want to miss out on any fun, and because people were visiting, so that's like an automatic excuse of why you need to be going out, obviously, to spend time with them. So we went to some club. I have no idea what it was called, but the lights in there were fun. It was a vibe. I know the DJ was really good. I think I asked him to play Charlie XCX, and he's like, that is not the vibe of this club at all. I'm like, oh, okay. I don't know what the vibe is, clearly. But I had so many Cosmos in there. I think I had 4 Cosmos. That is insane. And I guess I just didn't know how to order anything else. When I was getting our first round of drinks, I'm like, what should we get? Like espresso martinis? Like, what do we want? And I guess Cosmos is what we wanted. And then I just never stopped ordering them. Like the bartender, I would go up to get another drink and he would point at me and be like, another Cosmo. I already know what she wants. She wants a Cosmo. I'm like, oh my God, these people probably think I'm obsessed with Cosmo. And little do they know, this is like my first Cosmo ever. Like, I don't drink Cosmos. I'm not obsessed with them. But those Cosmos were strong. I think with each Cosmo I was drinking, I was also taking a tequila shot. So I was just all over the place. And yeah, eventually I look up and my friends are gone. They left. I know I walked one of them to an Uber home, but I just never want to leave. Like, if I am vibing with the music, apparently I'm vibing with the Cosmos. If I'm having a good time, like, I want to stay at the bar forever. And I know that at one point I was trying to get everyone to go to this bar that's open till like 6 a.m, which is psychotic of me. Very glad I did not do that. They're like, ma'am, the bar we're at is open till like 3 a.m. Yeah, I don't know. I know that I went home and woke up the next day really late. I woke up early and was like, I cannot think about my actions. I don't want to think. So I just slept until like 1 p.m., 2 p.m., and headed over to my friend's house so that we could rot and have anxiety together, because that's the best way to do it. Honestly, when you're like having anxiety, which I normally don't get anxiety here, at least, because I feel like when I go out, I don't really know anyone, and I just assume I'm never going to see any of those people again. So I don't really get it here because of that. But when you like have a migraine and you're just feeling ill from drinking that much, it is nice to do it with someone that is also feeling ill about their actions. So I went over to her house, and one thing about us is we both wanted chili, more fucking chili, I guess. For some reason, that was the first food that came to my mind that day when I was at her house. And so we started texting some of our guy friends and asked them if they would make us chili. And one of them was like, I actually hate chili, but he likes, what's it called? White chicken chili? Is that what it's called? White chicken chili. I don't know if that, let me Google that. I had never had it before. It is called white chicken chili. I had only had like the regular chili, but we had white chicken chili, and they told us that if we got all the ingredients, they would make us the chili, which is just amazing. One of them texted their moms, and their mom gave us her chili recipe. We got the ingredients, and we got ginormous jugs of water. I've never bought that big of a water. And yeah, went over to their house, and they made us chili. And we watched How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, which is my favorite movie ever. I love that movie so much. I've watched it so many times, and it never gets old. That is seriously the best movie ever. I think my dream date would be for me and a guy to drink wine and watch How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. That is my dream date. But guys suck, and they can't just watch a movie. They like think that means other things, but like genuinely I want to drink wine and watch How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. But yeah, I've just been go. And then Monday came around and I thought I could chill Monday, but no chilling then. I had volleyball and it started at 6 p.m. and we always drink wine at volleyball, so I had to have more wine. And after volleyball, which we lost, I think we keep losing every game. I've only been to like 2 games, but I'm pretty sure we keep losing all of them. Oops. But after volleyball, we went and got another bottle of wine because me and this friend are psychotic. And they had trivia at this place, and I love trivia, even though I'm really bad at it. And we got second place. I know, we are scholars. And I've never done that good at trivia before. And I feel kind of bad about it because, I mean, if we had gotten first place, I would have felt bad. But I don't know if this is considered cheating, but every other team had like 7 or 8 people on their team, and we only had us 2. And she was like, one of my friends is so good at trivia. So we just were basically on the phone with him, and he was helping us. So it's like he was on our team. He just wasn't present at the table. Not sure if that's considered cheating. It kind of felt like it was, but we did get second place with the help of him. Otherwise, we probably would have got last place, to be honest. Yeah, we had nachos and wine, and we started doing a little stalking on this person that one of us was into, and we learned some fucking tea. And you do not want to learn tea when you are drinking wine, eating nachos. The tea hurt. And yeah, that man is now ABCD. Who are you, bitch? Wait, what was it? I came up with a fun, word. ABCDEF. Who? Bitch, I do not fuck with you. That's what I came up with. Because that's how I feel now that I learned this information. ABCDEF who? Bitch, I do not fuck with you. ABCDEF who? Bitch, I do not fuck with you. ABCDEF who? Bitch, I do not fuck with you. Yeah, it did hurt. I guess I'm just exposing that the tea was about someone on my side of the world. My side of the table. But it's honestly fine. You know, you should just trust your gut. When you feel something, or something seems a little sus, or something just isn't adding up, you know. And I kind of knew that something wasn't adding up here, and that something sus was going on, and I just knew something was off. And I think I just figured out what was off, and it was actually really upsetting. And yeah, I guess you live and you learn. I literally don't trust any men. I don't know. I just have never met a man that has even given me a reason to trust him. And every single time I talk to a new boy, and they're like, I'm not like other guys, and they're nice, and they're, they seem and they say all these things, but then their actions never. They say something. They say they're not like these other men, and they say they're different. And then they literally prove the complete opposite. And that's kind of what happened, but worse. But if you thought that my week seemed like it was enough, it's not, because one of my best friends from high school is coming to visit me, and she gets here tomorrow night at about 8 p.m., and she's never been to Chicago, and she's really excited, and I'm really excited, and yeah, she'll be here for 5 days, I think. So it's time to live life and have some more fun, and that is why I will not be having a day of rest until next Tuesday, because she gets here. Tomorrow's Wednesday, And I made us a whole fun agenda. I love making an agenda, and I just love, I have to have an idea of what we're doing because, yeah. So, made us a bunch of fun plans to see the city. I wanted to go to the Shed Aquarium because on Wednesdays they have like a wine and jazz thing, but I don't think we'll make it in time. So still kind of thinking of what we'll do tomorrow. Maybe drink some wine and eat yummy pizza and go on like a late walk deal situation. But I have Thursday, Friday, Saturday all planned for fun things. Obviously, we'll be getting bagels and coffee and doing tourist shit since she's never been here and having a good time. I think this weekend is actually going to be really, really fun. I have some fun things for us to do. So I'm excited, and it's always fun having a friend that has never been here come, and yeah, we're like fucking animals together. So I seriously need to prepare myself by probably going to bed right after I end this recording to prepare my brain. I also need to put all my clothes away. My apartment, the state of it is just insane right now. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. I think I just basically went through my entire weekend, and I have no thoughts. Like, I have not thought anything important for the past week. Like, my brain is just scrambled because I feel like I've just been all over the place, and my brain is not going to be resting until next Tuesday, as I've said 7 times now. But yeah, I love you all, and stay tuned for next week's episode because I think it's going to be a good one. I love you guys. Bye.